I'm walking deep into the woods today to do something special. I love trees. I talk about trees all the time. I even hug trees when they're good. I particularly love mature hardwood trees. Trees that have fruit or nuts that help feed the animals and people. Trees that breathe out fresh air. Trees that make it rain. Trees that protect the land and the water that gives us life. Trees that are a sign of life in the spring and beauty in the fall. I love trees. Today on Arbor Day, I'm planting a special tree that I raised in my home over the winter just for this occasion. A long-lived tree, a beautiful shade tree, a tree that provides food for everything in the forest.
Well, that's what all the noise in the wood is this red-eyed monster right here. And what's interesting is he just came out of his little shell over here, crawled up on this leaf, crawled out, and now he's getting ready to fly off and attempt to mate, I think. Pretty soft. Get up here and hang on to something. There you go. That ought to do right about there. I got something that I've been planning to do for a very long time. And you know about Arbor Day. Well, I am a tree lover. I'm not only a tree lover, I'm a tree hugger. I've shown that in several of my videos. I think one of the biggest problems we have on this planet is we don't know how to quit cutting trees. Now you say, well, you plant them back. Yeah, but you change the diversity of that forest completely when you go from a hardwood or hickory nut type tree that grows here to an all pine forest. There's nothing for the animals to eat. Squirrels can eat pine nuts a little bit, but they're so tiny. For most of the ones in the southeast, there's almost no food there. It's just survival food at best. So I've been cultivating this since last year. This is my friend Jerry, and inside this dirt in this jar is a worm that got in here somehow. A couple of them actually, but one in particular, and he's also Jerry, or Jerry 2. 2 or 2, whichever you decide. All right. A second tree grew up in here from an acorn of a different kind of tree, a different oak tree, just from the stuff that I picked up off the ground and dug out from under it. There was an acorn in there that I didn't realize was ready to sprout, and he did. So there's 2 trees in here. I'm only interested in the bigger one. Now this tree has been planted since November of last year, and it's late into April for Arbor Day. And for whatever reason, it grew really well first couple of months. I had some pictures of that. I don't know if I'll be able to show you many. There's 3 or 4 maybe. They went somewheres and I don't know where. I picked up an acorn up in Oconee County. It's one of the best white oaks I've seen. Large white acorns, and the meat flesh was really good, so I picked up a half a dozen of them. This one I sprouted in my box out on the back porch, and I put like 6 more in there with it. I put 6 more in the box on the back porch. This one I sprouted in a Folgers coffee jar, plastic, with the dirt, and I marked its growth as it sprouted. and grew through the top of the jar. When it stopped growing, I thought, well, maybe it's pot bound. Maybe it needs more room. So I transplanted it to this pickle jar. I knew it had a purpose. But it had become dormant at some point. Remember, this is winter time, although it's being grown inside under the lights. And it's been dormant ever since. It has grown almost none. I'll show you. It has a growth tip right here, the little bud right up on the top. That's where it grows from. And it's been like this for a couple of months now. It's green. It did not drop its leaves, but it became dormant during the winter. In the house, it was dormant. Did not drop the leaves. I'm hoping this is going to continue to grow and flourish. It is from a large white oak species. I don't know which one. I thought at first it was a sawtooth oak when I first saw the leaves, but I'm convinced it's not sawtooth, that it's white oak. Well, I haven't seen a white oak in here yet. I've seen a lot of red oak. I've seen plenty of hickory nut, shagbark hickory, and that's really not good. I even did a video from this very spot where I baited this area for deer. I set up cameras on this tree and one of these trees, and I got almost nothing. One deer showed up in a week to eat the apple slices and the peanut butter and the peanuts I left. Now, most of the small things got gone. Never had a video on that, but I did catch a glimpse of the deer with his eye, and he was very cautious to come in. Don't know if it was the camera, don't know if he just didn't like the area. Let's plant a tree. It's Arbor Day. Come on, Jerry. Let go. Here we go. There's Jerry. Small root base, and I think that's why he's not growing. He's not happy with his environment. And I really don't know why. This was the other tree, grew from a little, I'm going to call it a willow oak or pin oak, some people call them. That's not much food source right there, so we're gonna put that one back. But we also got to find the worms. All right, let's see if Jerry can get in here. If that's not good dirt, then I'm not going to put it in that hole. And if Jerry 2 is in here, I haven't seen him in a while. Jerry 2, I hope you're okay, and I hope you're going to make it wherever you are. Got to come up to the root ball. Come on, come on. There we go. And then I'm going to take the dirt that came out and pack him back in. And he's in pretty good shape. There's his root ball right there. Some nice moss. I bet the missus might like that. Pack this extra dirt in. So there's Jerry, the white oak. Oh, I got an empty pickle jar. What am I going to do with that? I know. I'm going to put some dirt that's left over back in that hole, back in the jar, and then I'm going to take some of this moss, which I think is really, really cool, and I'm going to take it home to the Karen. That's my wife's name's Karen. And she's one of the sweetest, most wonderful people on the planet. So it doesn't deserve that name at all. Look what I saw. Right here is a little pine tree growing right there. I'm not sure if it's pine or cedar. I won't know a bit. It's a conifer, I can tell you that. Let's put that in. You up at the top, Mr. Cedar Tree. What do you think? Think it's gonna make it? There's the little tree right there. I'll take him home and cultivate him too. And let's get the pickle jar closed. So this is Mike from Mike's Wild World, wishing you a happy Arbor Day. Get out and plant a tree. It'll save the planet and possibly the fresh air that you like to breathe. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Oh, and by the way, you're going to say, what? You're not going to water that tree? Yes, I am going to water this tree. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Let's go. Have a good laugh, Jerry. I'll come check on you.
Like and subscribe if you can, and leave a comment. It's a wild world, so get out there, and thanks for watching.